It's match day 13.
Yes. And it's
finally-
episode 13.
Oh, it's finally lined up. So satisfying. Arsenal versus Newcastle is the Saturday night game. 11:30 p.m. kickoff time. Pretty tasty one.
Yeah. Look, Eddie Howe missed his first game in charge because he tested positive for COVID. But they got pretty good result, 3-3. Joe Linton on the score sheet. But I've gone Arsenal. I think even though the loss to Liverpool was a big one, I still think they have the quality over Newcastle.
Arsenal are pretty professional about keeping the ball, minimising defensive risk, and eventually finding a way through against these lower Premier League sides in the table. They're quite well set up for that kind of thing. It's when they try and adapt that game plan against a top team, it all comes unstuck, as we saw against Liverpool.
Yep.
But they'll beat Newcastle, I think.
Yeah, easy.
Next up, Crystal Palace versus Aston Villa.
So, quickly, the most viewed clip on our YouTube channel with over 350 views, all organic, by the way. I don't do any marketing or whatever.
You think we have the budget to...
No, this isn't very low budget. The camera's literally out of battery as I'm talking to you, so... is the segment we did where we both kind of apologized for writing Crystal Palace off earlier on in the season. And a few very passionate fans came out on that video. It was most viewed on our channel, letting us know that Crystal Palace are now overpowered and that we got them wrong. So I've gone Crystal Palace.
I've gone for Palace as well. I don't think they've lost a home game this season.
Incredible football.
So, they're well coached. I think they'll get the job done against an Aston Villa team who has Steven Gerrard in the dugout, but even though they won last week, I don't think he's had that much time to make an impact there.
Did say no more ketchup at the club. No more tomato sauce. It's all instant percentages, you know what I'm saying? The sugar in the tomato sauce, he was like, it's out.
Is that going to make the difference against Palace?
Look, I don't know, but I read that on The Athletic, so it must be true.
Okay, I'm going for Palace.
Let's pick it up right here.
On this?
On this. And another camera change.
Now coming to you in webcam definition with collapsing microphones.
Yeah, look, we'll be more prepared next time. But yeah, we're talking about Liverpool.
Yes. Liverpool versus Southampton. Southampton quite out of sorts and out of form.
And they were going a bit of a run there, then derailed and losing to Norwich. My boy Pookie Blinders again got on the score sheet. But you'd think at that point Liverpool just too strong.
Yeah, it depends if Gineppo and Armstrong are fit. No, it's kidding. Liverpool's going to win. The next up is Norwich versus Wolves. Norwich 2 on the bounce after not winning a game all season and sacking their manager in between those two fixtures.
Incredible.
What?
Incredible.
That's what I think every time I see a Norwich win. What?
Yeah, makes no sense. But I've gone for Wolves. I think they're in a good patch of form, aren't they? I don't know what their recent fixtures.
They did beat West Ham, so they've got that in their favour. But maybe, just maybe.
Do you reckon they could go 3 from 3 with Pookie Blinders? No, you've gone draw.
I've gone for a draw. Yeah.
So
I've sat on the fence with this one because I couldn't pick it.
It's a tough
what are you
one.
going to do? Norwich at home. So I thought that maybe works in their favour. And I've gone for a draw in that game just because of the boost in morale that you get off the back of that. So. I have no idea.
Double win. Dean Smith, new manager bounce.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, they didn't need a bounce. They won their last game. But anyway.
Yeah, okay.
Brighton.
I'm surprised Dean Smith didn't get fired.
Yeah, I know. It's a miracle he stayed after they continue to win games against the Norwich ethos. It is next up, Brighton Leeds.
I've gone for a draw. Both sides in poor form. I think you jinxed your boy Graham Potter after you were high on XG chat and XGFC and the band with you, him, and was it Ben White? Or no, you, him, and Declan Rice. Yep. Declan Rice on the drums. Ever since that episode, they haven't won a game.
So the bandwagon is no good.
No good. So I've gone a draw because Leeds were without Rafinha again this week. I didn't think they played that badly, but they can't seem to scrounge a win from anywhere at this point in time.
I'm getting the band back together, baby.
Oh, you're getting the band back together.
Graham Potter, you beauty. He's going to win at home and arrest the disappointing slide of Brighton this season after so many promising performances last year. Brentford versus Everton is a Monday morning kickoff at 1 a.m.
I've gone for Brentford win. I think Everton can't seem to stop the slide. They're struggling a little bit for form after what was a promising start under Rafa Benitez. But I think Brentford are just electric at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Everton played City last week, so you can't really expect too much out of them. But continually without Yerry Mina at the back, continually without Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Yes,
he's not back till
miss.
mid-December. I'm not picking Everton until Calvert-Lewin returns.
Until DCL is back.
Yeah, and they've got Brentford, Liverpool, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Leicester. They could lose all of those games. It's a really tough run. So I'm going for Brentford, but it's a pretty important game for Everton when you look at their run of fixtures.
Yeah. Yes.
Burnley versus Spurs. It's a Burnley home game.
I've gone for Spurs just because Antonio Conte looked very, very aggressively excited after the win. And I feel...
rapping on the top of the dugout, running down the touchline. He is full of energy, that man.
He just absolutely popping off. So I think... They could get it done against Burnley, but I know Burnley very tough to play at Turf Moor.
Tough place to go.
Yes,
it's the classic cliche of don't want to be going over there on a cold December day. So luckily this game's in November. But I've actually
your pick?
I've gone for a Burnley Tottenham draw because I think just the disruptive nature of Burnley's game plan tends to override the sort of midfield pressing of a coach like Conte. They don't care about playing the ball out from the back. They'll go, James Tarkowski, launch a long ball over the top. We're not going to even worry about the midfield because we'll just give the ball away and then we'll win the second balls. Maxwell Cornet, get in there.
Oh, Maxwell Cornet, who is also on fire. He's got a cracking volley again on the weekend.
Yeah, he's in the zone. So I'm going for a draw.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Leicester versus Watford.
So here's my thinking on this one. Watford will be high off that massive win on United. And I thought they looked good, to be honest. Their front, I think it was Emmanuel Dennis, Ismail Assar. Like, they're rapid. Or maybe Harry Maguire's just slow. But also Leicester aren't playing too well. You know, they're not putting consistent run of form together that we've come to expect. I've gone for a draw there.
Leicester, I think, come unstuck against teams that press them because they don't seem to have a good relationship between attack and defence. They don't seem to react well in that moment of transition. And you saw with N'Golo Kante's goal, yes, uncharacteristic to score from outside the box, but you saw that massive gap in between the halfway line and the defensive line, who was sitting really deep for some reason. And he took that shot from... he just had an acre of space to run into and prepare himself because Kante doesn't shoot from outside the box.
No, he
but
doesn't.
He thought, well, if you're just going to give me this much room, I'll go for it. Having said that, I don't think that Watford are going to press them. I think they're going to play pretty conservatively under Ranieri. So I think Leicester will have time to advance the ball up the field. And then they're pretty good with their possession play around the edge of the box. So I'm going for a Leicester win. I think they're going to bounce back in this game.
Don't forget, Ranieri's coming home.
Yes, dilly ding, dilly dong. And I think that United tend to make everybody look a lot better than they are.
Yes.
So their next game, you see the teams that have beaten United this season, in the next couple of games, they've dropped off pretty considerably. And that's because United's mess makes anybody look better than they are. I mean, you know, think about some of the teams that they've lost to this season and where they're sitting in the table.
Yeah,
you get your indication. So I'm going for a long way to say I'm going for Leicester in this one. And Manchester City are playing
long way to say that I'm going for Leicester. That's so good.
Well, you know, it was a very roundabout way of getting to my point, apparently. It's very late. We're recording this very late on Monday night, and we've had tech problems. So apologies if I'm going on tangents.
Shambolic.
Yes, very shambolic. Manchester City versus West Ham.
See, this is where I might live to regret my decision. Because Man City, Crystal Palace, my heart was saying Crystal Palace will get it done. And I tipped Man City because it's Man City. Pep Guardiola, the young ballers, is, you know... This one, I have the same vibe. Just because West Ham, I feel like, have a point to prove. They're like right up there. They drop points against Wolves. I think they want to bounce back strong. But again, you can't look past Man City. They're just ridiculous. Their football is just unreal.
Yeah, and it's kind of sterile watching their games. It doesn't feel like there's much jeopardy.
Yeah, it's just clinical.
Yeah, there's something soulless about it.
Yeah,
maybe it's the
robotic.
Maybe it's the looming influence of Abu Dhabi that makes me like kind of squirm. But yeah, it is a little bit robotic. It is a little bit like Guardiola's literally trying to control him like he's on FIFA and he's like on the sideline. Gotta make that pass in that position. But it's very effective. And
you can't look past them.
I think West Ham will struggle away from home playing against a team that doesn't allow for the sort of transitional chaos that West Ham thrive upon. So, again, we may live to regret this, but I'm going for City.
Yeah.
And Chelsea versus Manchester United rounds out the match day.
And this episode comes full circle from United sacking Ollie to Michael Carrick's first job in charge of the club and Stamford Bridge. I think we're in for a hiding.
Yeah.
I think we're just going to get hammered.
Chelsea are a well-oiled machine.
Mm-hmm.
They're fully lubed up.
Yeah. Shadow play, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just no looking past it. United are ripe for the taking.
Yep. Chelsea win.
Yeah. Easy.
All right, so that leaves me, 4 points ahead?
I think you're 5-1 up on match weeks 1. We have 2 that are yet to be played out on FIFA, which I think next week I'll be better with the camera and stuff, so we'll set up and then we'll record everything. Because one fan especially has been asking, where are the videos on the FIFA? I want to see Ryan take it out. Big fans of me.
He wants to see you take it out.
Yeah, he wants me to. He wants you to see me win. Get the points on FIFA, and it's coming. It's coming. So we'll have to do that. But you are 4 points up. I'm pretty sure. We'll do the math again after, but it hasn't been good. But it's fine margins. You know what I'm saying? Who knew that Watford would have?
Once you take it out,
depends.
It could change everything.
So, yes,
shadow play, baby.
Shadow.